Hello, Sagittarius. Thank you very much for tuning into this week's read. For the main part of the read, I'm using the Star Tarot by Kathy McLeland. Website for Kathy is kathymcleland.com. So if you need to freeze frame to see that, feel free to do so. Supportive Oracle cards, Chakra Wisdom Oracle cards by Tori Hartman, illustrated by Gretchen Reisch Baskin. Websites on the back here are torihartman.com, watkinspublishing.co.uk, or watkinspublishing.com down here somewhere. Feel free to freeze frame and use what you need to use if you would like to. What do we have for Sagittarius? Sagittarius? We got like a break in the name there? Okay. That card, you just keep wanting to show up. Okay. You did have a couple cards pop up, like as I was shuffling. Faith and insecurity. Okay. You do a good job. You're very good at getting a lot done. Sagittarius is pretty good at continuing to move, getting things done. I'm getting like something with perfection going on here. Like you weren't meant to be perfect. None of us are. Don't let somebody belittle you because you have some errors. Like, welcome to life. We all have errors. I feel like somebody's messing with you though. They're making you feel like everything you do is just like a waste of time or something like that. Something's going on here where I feel like they're saying realize that you do a lot more than other people do. And you know what? Everything is not perfect, but it wasn't meant to be. Sometimes I feel like, I don't know, Sagittarius seems to do this. You're more in line with spirit than sometimes you realize. And something that looks like it was not right actually motivated something to move forward and did turn out to be the best way forward. So it's kind of like, I mean, I don't want to like make it sound like whatever you do is perfect. I'm not like trying to say that, but sometimes it looks like it looks like it wasn't right, but it actually turned out for the best in the long run. Because I feel like somebody's giving you a hard time, like, Sagittarius, you didn't do this right, or Sagittarius, because you kept going and did this and then did that, all of this has to be redone, or all this has to be that. I'm getting whatever you contributed to this actually did serve the situation. You inspire people. You do get a lot done. Without you, half of this stuff wouldn't even happen. So I'm getting like you are really a very valuable part here. You are very stable. You get a lot done. You support a lot of you have a lot of passion for what you do, but you also inspire a lot of other people too. And I'm getting this Ten of Pentacles is like, it feels like somebody's trying to kind of take that from you. Like, no, you lack stability. And it's not true. You actually keep people going. You keep people motivated. The way you keep going inspires other people to keep going. If we all just sat there and waited for the right moment, nothing would get done. I just really don't think things would work the way they do. Now, the energy you're dealing with, though, is very kind of like methodical and very, this is how you have to do it. You should be knowing, you have to know all the pieces, how everything's going to work together. You got to slow down, do it right the first time type attitude. They might even say that to you. You're supposed to do it once and you do it right the once and you don't have to do it again. But the thing is, by slowing down to that level and doing everything once and doing right the first time, 75% of what happened wouldn't have happened. So you get like 25% of the outcome that you would have had. Like you miss out on 75%. Like there's so much that gets missed because it's going so slow. It's kind of like, all right, you do it right the first time, you do it slow, but you miss out on most of the situation. You get 25% of the outcome that you would have had. And I know that's a perception thing, I'll give you that. Because perception is here. You feel differently than they feel. A lot more gets done by, if you just keep going, a lot more gets done. It makes sense to me. But I do feel like somebody's trying to mess with you. and trying to make you feel like, you create more work than you actually accomplish. And it's not true. It is not true. The fact that you keep moving is the good thing. Like, I feel like this whole reading gonna go this way? Because I feel like they wouldn't be where they were if you did it their way. They wouldn't even be at this point to make this current decision. And I feel like they would do better to recognize that. There's a disagreement between you and this person, is clearly what I'm getting. If you haven't, you need to kind of show them that, like, if you didn't do half the stuff you did, where we are today is we wouldn't even be here, like, in a bad way. Like, it's kind of like we wouldn't have half the outcome we have. We'd still be like 10 blocks back. Like, I don't know how to explain this. Like, instead of having $100, we'd have $10 still. We'd be walking around with $10 instead of $100. You know what I mean? Like, if you want to go have lunch and you have $100 and there's two of you, you could probably get pretty much what you want in most places. If you're walking around with $10 and you're trying to get lunch between the two of you, you're probably going to have to go somewhere fast food, and even then, you might have to split a fry, like, or something. Split a fry and maybe get water to drink. I don't know. So it's kind of like, it's a lot better because you keep moving forward. A lot more has happened. And they could benefit by addressing that. They need to address that and realize that, like, you create a lot of value here. And just because it doesn't go off the way that they want it to go, and maybe this last piece, like, okay, maybe if you slowed down and did it different, this last piece would have been better, but you never would have even been here to do it. You never would have been here to do it if you had done it their way to begin with. You don't live life the way they live life. I'm getting kind of a controlling attitude. I'm getting a lot of 4s, even though it's weird. I'm seeing the Chariot, right? But I'm noticing these 4 wands. They look like wands to me at the top here, because I keep getting a 4. The 4 of wands is what I keep getting with the 4 of swords. It's kind of like they want to stabilize this and they want to control it the way that they think it should move forward. But if you did it their way, I feel like that would strangle you. I keep getting this 4. This 4 of wands it's not out, but I keep feeling it. Like, I'm seeing it here with this one too. Like, there's the 4 swords in the corners all standing up. This is the 8 of swords, but like the 8 are, half of them are laying down, half of them are laying up. I'm getting a 4 connection again. Something about 4. They want to stabilize this, and they want to confine you to do things the way that they want things done. If that happens, though, it's going to greatly diminish the outcome. If you submit to their rule and you let them control you like this, it's going to greatly diminish the outcome. They need to get a little stronger and, like, just kind of find a better way to work with you. Let you do what you need to do, and then they just need to hold off to the side and do their part. You're good at what you do and how you do it. They just need to let you do it your own way. If they can't stay, in your energy, if they can't handle it, if they're just like, this isn't going to work for me, I can't work like the Sagittarius works, okay, then they need to do something over on their own. Let you do what you need to do. If they try to limit you, the total outcome gets limited. Because I feel like there might be a moment here where you try to do it their way. And what's going to happen is things aren't going to make sense. It's not going to be any better because the information's not going to flow. The energy's not going to move forward. It's going to get stagnant. And when things don't move, like, I feel like when it's so stagnant that not even information is coming in, it's just kind of like they have the same amount of information, and they're going to realize they don't have any new information to make decisions with. So it's kind of like the more you move forward, the more you keep pushing things ahead, the more information comes in with that. It's like a part of it. And if you're not moving forward, there's no new information to work off of. So we're stagnating with nothing to happen. They just keep waiting to make this decision, but it's like they don't know what to do, and they just kind of sit there and stand there and nothing happens. Nothing happens. I feel like you even try to get more information, but it's like they're not listening to you. I feel like they're not going to listen to you. If you accept their rule, I feel like you're going to go nuts. You're going to go nuts. You're going to, like, I'm getting accepting the bounds, accepting the restraint seems to be driving you crazy. I feel like this is not good. This is not good. I'm looking at this card, and I'm seeing, like, the Nine of Wands is like trying to hold the position. you're not going to be happy. Even though it's like fire trying to hold the line. But look at the face on this person. To me, they do not look happy. They're just kind of like, I don't know what to do. I don't think this is working. I'm trying to do it their way. They say it'll be better if I do it their way. The sooner you set off and go back to doing it your own way, the better things go. If this situation is you're connected with somebody who, for if you have to work with this person and for some reason they have say over what you do, I feel like it's a heads up that like something has to change here. You can't keep working with this energy. This energy limits you too much and it just keeps you from flourishing. It's not good for the situation. It's not good for you. Maybe this connection between you and them just doesn't work. If they can't step back and let you do things the way you need to do things and just, all right, Sagittarius will do that, I'll do this, and they'll just let you do what you need to do and come back at certain intervals and just touch base. If they can't do that, this may not work at all. Because you can't go by their way. You can't just sit there and just like wait and wait and wait and make every slow, predictable move forward. You got to keep moving. If you can't keep moving, it's going to drive you mad. It's to realize also, again, you're very good at what you do, and you know what? You weren't meant to be perfect. You're meant to move things forward. That's kind of the thing with Sagittarius. It's not about perfection. It's about doing the best you can and keep moving. You make good decisions, but not for nothing. Even people who go slow and steady and try to make the best decision still screw it up. Every now and then they still screw it up and they make big mistakes just as much as everybody else does. So, you know what I mean? We're not looking for perfection. We're working to move things forward. And your role in life is to keep moving things forward. That's your value. That's one of the gifts of being a Sagittarius, or connecting to that energy. Whew. I feel like that just kept going and going and going and going. And it had a lot of energy behind it too. That might also be because if you're being restricted and constrained, there's a lot of energy to release. So the more that gets restrained, the more painful that's going to be. It's not good for either of you. It's really not. See, and I still just kind of kept going fast and fast and fast. Anything else? I think we're good. I'm going to shut this down here. I hope that helps. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James the number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below. Same email. Thank you for watching, and have a great day.